episode of FFH, Fans Football Home, the home of football fans in Cameroon. Today I'm your host, Maverick, and with me is staunch Arsenal fan, Mr. Enki. Today, Arsenal will play against Brighton away. Mr. Enki, wait if you talk about this game. Before we start talk, I want to welcome you to the show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. My brother, make I drink my coffee because now this one will cool my heart. I don't know why man they even supporting them for the get heart attack, high blood pressure and heart pain all the time. Well, I would say that Brighton away in the Premier League, you pick up a point, you can only be happy. Anything in the Premier League playing against Brighton away, you come up with a point, it's a good point. The only issue is Liverpool is going to win every game, as we already know. So the away point seems like a defeat. That is why I'm so down today. That is why I want to continue with my coffee. That is why I'm so sad today. But we'll go cross finger tomorrow. Didn't Manchester my way the weather, so we'll pray for Manchester. We'll pray for them.
Arsenal, they five points behind Liverpool, and Liverpool, as you know, they 2 games in hand. Liverpool apparently they on a different league on their own, as free talk. You think Arsenal will people catch up with this Liverpool? It's very Liverpool team.
My brother, this is football. Football, you not fit predict. You cannot predict. One thing I want to make you understand, I say, this same time, early January last year, this current Arsenal is just 1 point behind the Arsenal of last season that went all the way and we're just 2 points to taking the league. We're just 1 point off that Arsenal of last year. So everything is possible. That true say current Liverpool form, but you just need to make Mohamed Salah get injury. All things will change. Salah alone contributes 75% of goal contribution for Liverpool. So we go pray for Salah.
This literally interests me to go every day. Yeah. So going to this lineup, I see Arteta make some few changes for lineup. Start Partey for right back. Start interesting 17-year-old Waneri for right wing. But then I look for midfield, Odegaard Nodi. Wait if we talk about this one.
Thank you for that question. You see, even though we say man don't get age, and for the talk for yesterday, Arteta na idiot. But I will reserve that for my heart. Because the real coach for Arteta is inside my heart. I mean, would they for crucial moment, especially because Liverpool is relentless. This is not the time to be experimenting. This is not the time to be preserving players. For football, you have to know. If you say they preserve this man today, may not get injury tomorrow. He play tomorrow, get injury. I mean, start Martin Odegaard. Start Martin Odegaard. You see the match today. Midfield, we had a brother, Mikel Merino. We had the very old man, he's 33 years old, Jorginho. So the only guy doing work today in the midfield was Declan Rice. Jorginho was completely a shadow of his young self. Mikel Merino, he did like say buy that one because my brother, because that boy is rubbish. Absolute rubbish. What can he do? You know if he run, you know if he pass, you know if he dribble. Why do we need him? And then you keep Odegaard on the bench. And then you keep playing Thomas Partey at right back. I mean, old Partey. It's true he was good today. There was no threat from the right side of our defense. Yes, Partey don't try for right back. But again, Arteta don't do so much for Arsenal. For that one, we will spare Arteta. Because the respect we don't get at these days is because of Arteta. So I will spare Arteta small. You know, from January of 2024 to December 31st, the calendar year, Arsenal was top of the league. So it like say they will start change that season. May not be na 2024, 2025, but just a whole year season. Because if na whole year season, Arsenal had 85 points. Liverpool came second, City third. So if you take the calendar year, we hold trophy this year. So Arteta has done a lot, but not be now we get for the experiment. Not be now. Thank you.
Arteta don't do plenty as you talk, looking at the calendar year, but then, unfortunately, football will be calendar year.
Yeah, true.
Football is season.
True.
Alright, this Waneri, this 17-year-old, he opened the score at the 16th minute of the game. That was quite a wonderful goal from a brilliant youngster, I would say. Do you think this young boy can fill in the shoes of Saka?
No, that is a big one. That is a big one to say. Saka is world class, proven young man. I'll start by saying that our fellow English people will call him Ethan Waneri. This guy is our brother. Now Ethan Waneri, now in England. So Waneri don't do well. He don't do well. He gave an assist for the previous match against Brentford. He scored today. Again, I'll come back to Arteta because, like I talk, it is still experiment. Not trusting Waneri, a young man, but why you go take off Maui score for halftime? We already get injuries to key players. Bukayo Saka, a very, very good attacker. You would remove another attacker. You see now, so for second half, we get two attackers injured. Why would the coach do that? A coach with a winning mindset would not act like that. You want to win the game, you add strikers to the strikers you have. We shouldn't be respecting Brighton because we are Arsenal. Brighton has no history in England. If you're talking about maybe the best teams in England, you'll be looking at United, Arsenal, City just come now. United, Arsenal, Liverpool. So Brighton should respect our history. And a coach who is supposed to be an Arsenal coach should portray that in his lineup. I mean, you should not be substituting attackers. When he went out, alright, Martinelli came in, but there was no impact. No impact. Martinelli on as right wing does basically nothing. He's almost trash. And Trossard wasn't even helping on the left side. So I thought that the coach would take out Trossard and maintain the young man at right back. But I'm not a coach. I think every fan would have a lineup. But like we say, when something is good, there is no need changing. In the previous game against Brentford, the three guys in front, we had Waneri, we had Jesus, and then we had Martinelli. Why not start with that? Why do you want to start with something you are not sure about? That is experimenting. So that is my problem with Arteta, a lot of experimenting.
I guess a very, very interesting question. With the recent way we players they get injury, back to back, left and right, you know, check say Arteta a decision to bench Waneri for halftime, a good decision.
Well, I rather feel say the fact say he start our captain from the bench, that because captain just come back from injury. So for that one, I feel understand. Say no want overwork the young man. But again, Waneri is 17 years old. His muscles are very, very, very. I mean, you know, the muscles are very pliable. Why you going to fear young man? Wait, muscles they see be very soft and pliable. Don't be old man with foot down strong. Keep this man to 80th minute. It wouldn't affect his muscles. Maybe the fear say because he never did use Waneri, as he just started using last match, he want to take it out. Or maybe there was something I didn't see in the first half. Maybe Waneri wasn't following his instructions. That might be another thing. Because it's any Arsenal man no go understand why they move Waneri for first half.
A true son a begin the lead for first half. But we still have some controversial it should be happen when an penalty. We Joao Pedro score. over that penalty?
My brother, you know, say keep referee everybody for England. I don't know to you, I said I don't do people. Well, I feel so that the first time, one of the very first time we would get penalty decisions from that. Two players go for go head ball, not because now ball the day on play. Two people they go, one man miss head, one man miss the ball, he touch the other man the head. Because the man fall for down the road, they give penalty. It's not normal. I don't think it was fair. I really don't think it was fair. But you know, haters of Arsenal will always say it was a penalty. And part of the haters of Arsenal includes the FA. And that thing where they call one a PGMLO. That cheats. That cheats.
In the words of Ateta, he talks, he never ever see that kind of situation for your life. Est-ce que you concur with this Ateta man?
Just like I talk my brother, and I even know say Ateta, we don't talk so. I never see that kind of penalty decision in my entire life. And I've been watching football for 25 years. I haven't seen that kind of penalty being given. So it's a strange one. But rules are changing. Maybe the PGMA will come out tomorrow to tell us why that was a penalty. But to me and my Ghana brothers, I don't think that was a penalty.
All right. In the first half, we saw a more attacking Arsenal, unlike the second half. The second half, Arsenal had just a single shot on target, with Brighton having more shots on target. Statistically, Brighton was better in the second half. Do you think Arteta could do better with regards to his changes in this game?
I singularly, I don't think so. Arteta today was limited, very limited. Again, we're playing away from home and we're leading 1-0. So obviously Brighton was expected to come out in the second half with the momentum. It is an away game for us, it was at home to them. You obviously expect the fans to be behind them in the second half because everybody wants to win games. I will give Brighton their credit. They improved for second half. Part of the reason why we not show up fine for second half now because Brighton improved. Arteta was limited today, but again taking one away off will not even understand.
Do you think Mitoma was like an additional benefit to Brighton? Was it a plus?
You know, that way I see Mitoma not in our starting lineup, and coincidentally Odegaard not in our starting lineup. I said, oh man, these young coaches, you know, the Brighton manager is the youngest manager in the Premier League. He's barely 33 years old. I said this young man is still learning. So he doesn't even know his best players. He doesn't know when to use his best players. Because if you take a guy like Mitoma, who is a very fine player, and you play him against Thomas Partey, from the start would have had issues there. And you could see that in the second half, because in the second half, the instructions were like, all right, we get Mitoma into the field, and we send all of the balls to Mitoma. Fortunately, Mitoma was out of form today when he came in, and Partey handled him very well.
All right. Arsenal, 5 points behind Liverpool, with Liverpool having 2 games in hand. And this same Arsenal, barely 6 points ahead of Manchester City. We all know Manchester City. Can you say can you say the Premier League is started at the moment, going to the second half of the season?
Well, the second half of the season, characteristically, City has always been the best team in the entire Europe. Second half of the City's thing, but I think this year is not going to be the same. City has very old players, and Mr. Rodri will be out for 1 year unless they can find a comfortable replacement this January for Rodri. But City still has to come to the Emirates to play against Arsenal, and you can look at the records. It's been 2 seasons and counting. City never smelled pink for Emirates. Pink, if they try at one point. So I don't see how they will catch me. I don't see them. But again, like good thing say, City don't start pick some form. I need people for good pressure for Liverpool. They think they like say na only Arsenal they suffer because Chelsea, we know them. Small time they go run, they don't already start run. Like 4 games, they never win one.
You check say for the match with Liverpool get on tomorrow against Manchester United. This club, Manchester. You check say Liverpool go fit take out 3 points and they never do.
My brother, if one team the way Liverpool they beat them, everywhere Liverpool is still in Manchester United. Talk less of this kind of Manchester United. That way any man the whole Arab for a waste. Liverpool, my prayer and I say may FA intervene because Manchester alone they not fit every big draw for Anfield. So I pray see me that they achieve freedom do something tomorrow because we know normal na 6-0.
As we continue with the show, I would like to introduce to you my co-host, Steve, a staunch Barcelona fan that watched the game together with us. He has some few questions for our invitee, Mr. Enki. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you. Bonsoir, Mr. Enki.
Bonsoir,
cher journaliste. Bon, en tant que fan de Barcelone, j'ai eu l'occasion d'assister à un réel match qui opposait Brighton à Arsenal. Bon, voici dans le sujet. J'ai une question particulière. Très simple. Nous sommes tous Camerounais ici, présents. Et nous avons tous vu le match de Balba. Ma question est la suivante. Monsieur Nka, comment vous trouvez la prestation de notre cher frère Balba?
Merci beaucoup pour ta question. Baleba c'est mon frère camerounais. Mais Baleba n'est pas Gouneur. Moi, je suis Gouneur et je n'aime pas parler des joueurs qui jouent dans d'autres clubs. Mais parce que c'est mon frère, parce que vous m'avez posé cette question-là, contrairement à ce que les gens pensent, les gens vont penser aujourd'hui, j'ai trouvé Baleba était très bon. Très bon, très costaud, très physique au milieu du terrain. C'est lui surtout, qui a vraiment stoppé les actions d'Arsenal au milieu du terrain. Je pense qu'il a une bonne avenir devant lui. Je pense que, comme fan de Premier League, je pense que c'est un gars qui peut remplacer un gars comme Thomas Partey qui est déjà vieux. Voilà.
Donc vous pensez que c'est une très bonne signature dans l'avenir pour Arsenal?
Justement, si j'avais des moyens d'appeler Mikel Arteta, j'allais suggérer Baleba. Surtout qu'on est en janvier. Vraiment, Baleba, il a été vraiment costaud.
Ok, une question. Et vous pensez que Baleba, pour le football camerounais, le football des Lions des Notables, est-ce que c'est une pièce maîtresse pour le milieu de terrain camerounais?
Justement. Surtout maintenant, on a encore qui. Voilà un jeune homme qui joue, il est titulaire dans l'une des meilleures équipes en Angleterre. Nos autres joueurs là, ils jouent même d'ailleurs. Voilà, donc c'est une grâce pour nous, c'est une chance d'avoir Baleba et il faut qu'on applaudisse ces jeunes hommes là, franchement.
Ok, merci.
Merci beaucoup. Mais il ne faut pas partir sans parler d'Arsenal. C'est-à-dire.
Bon, j'ai vu le match, j'ai apprécié, j'ai pris du plaisir à voir ce match. C'était agréable à voir, il y avait très beau jeu, il y avait de l'ambiance, il y avait du suspense. Et le match est fini, un score mitigé, partagé pour tous les spectateurs qui assistent à ce match. Bon, ce que je peux, comme suggestion que je peux apporter à Arsenal, c'est qu'il joue la course au titre. Il y a des erreurs qu'on a pu commettre à ce stade de la compétition. Justement. Donc du coup, il faut combler le vide qui a comblé. Et je pense que l'avenir du titre sera peut-être agréable pour vous.
Merci beaucoup.
Pleasure having you, Mr. Steve. Pleasure having you, Mr. Enki.
Thank you for having me.
But before we end today's show, we just want to give a few words to Carlos Baleba, a Cameroonian brother. We just want to encourage him that he should keep on with the good job he's doing. Alright, thank you very much. See you next time. FFH Fans Football Home.
Thank you.